Welcome back to Cooking with Candied. Today I'm very excited to share with you my family's famous sweet potato recipe, also known as candied yams. Now, what I have done is we always boil our sweet potatoes. I have found that to be the easiest way. I know people do it all kind of different ways, but all you have to do is boil them until the fork actually goes in, but not all the way into your potato. You don't want them to be all the way cooked through. Once you do that, you see how easy it is peeling the skin off just with the back of a knife. Really easy to do. So I'm going to peel these potatoes, and then I'm going to show you how I cut them up for our sweet potatoes. Now, I know everyone has a different recipe, but I promise you, you cannot go wrong with this recipe that I'm going to show you today. So now I'm going to cut the sweet potatoes in rings. And you don't want them too thick or too thin. This is the perfect thickness right here. And if you cook your potatoes perfectly, you will see that they're soft, but there's still some substance to it when you cut them up. You don't want them to fall apart. So you do not want them cooked all the way through. So now we're going to flavor up these sweet potatoes. I know people use a whole lot of different flavorings. My family keeps it very simple with vanilla, sugar, plenty of sugar, and nutmeg, and some butter. So as you can see, I have one layer in the pan. You want to have one layer of sweet potato. You don't want the sweet potatoes overlapping because you want to season every layer. So I've added some vanilla just to cover each potato, and now I'm adding the nutmeg. And I'm making sure that each potato has some seasoning on it. And now I'm going to add a lot of sugar. My family does not use measurements, so I cannot give you measurements on this. But all I would say is make sure that each potato has a good amount of sugar covering it. So this is not something that you're going to eat every day. You might as well enjoy and indulge. And now I'm going to top it with pats of butter. And I just make sure that, each potato has a little bit of butter. And then I'm going to layer another layer of potatoes on top. And I'm going to repeat the process. It's almost like you're doing a lasagna. So you repeat the process with vanilla, nutmeg, sugar, and butter. I like to top it off with a little more vanilla, and then I'm going to add a little water to the bottom of the pan. Not too much, but just enough to make sure that it has some juice to cook in, and this will help create a nice caramelized syrup as well. So then I'm going to bake it at 375 for about 45 minutes. This is how the sweet potatoes will look when they're done. Just absolutely delicious and caramelized and sweet and decadent. I do hope you try this recipe. If you do, leave me a comment and let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy cooking.